working the perimeters and trying to get a better handle on corralling this thing, getting around it. We did receive precipitation last night on the fire, which is great news. It's actually raining right now. This sort of weather will help crews out a lot, and we're very grateful for that. We had a lot of extra resources come in last night. We're getting great support from our cooperators, our partners, units coming in from all over around the state and even some from out of state. And we are getting those folks to work this morning. What the plan is for today is try to get more containment around the fire and keep our crews safe. Always the number one priority is keeping crews and firefighters safe on the fire line. We are receiving a lot of donations from the public, and we do ask that at this point we have plenty of donations. The firefighters are very well taken care of, and if you still would like to donate, please take your items to the Westlake High School in Saratoga Springs. Those items can be used for our evacuees.
How do you coordinate? You mentioned you see all these different agencies. It's pretty amazing the outpouring that you have. Is it organized? Do they just volunteer? And then how do you put them all to work? They're coming from all over.
Right. A great question. We use the incident command structure. So we have one person in charge, and that person is representative of where the fire started, so the jurisdiction of the fire. In this case, we have a unified command. We weren't sure when this fire started if it was BLM or state, so we used a unified command, one BLM representative, one state representative, and then we move on from there. Then there's a whole tier and a whole network of positions underneath the incident commander, and as we fill in those positions, different folks with different qualifications are able to slide into those spots, and everybody in the fire world knows about the incident command system, and they know their roles. If they're assigned to this particular role, they know what they're supposed to do when they get here.
Can you tell us about damage to homes?
I think Dave will talk a little bit about damage here in just a minute. He's a representative of Saratoga Springs.
How many crews do we have right now?
Last count, there was about 200 to 250 people on the fire line. We have hot shot crews, we have a lot of engines on this fire. We have some aircraft assigned to this fire too, although yesterday we weren't able to use them due to the high winds.
And again, how is weather impacting efforts this morning?
Could you repeat that?
Weather impacting efforts this morning?
Weather's definitely on our side this morning. It will help us get a handle, hopefully, on this fire today, if not in the next few days.
You mentioned
I don't have an estimate of what time the helicopters will be up.
But they are scheduled to be here today?
I did not hear word about helicopters or aircraft. They're assigned to this incident. However, with the weather the way it is, at any moment they can be pulled away to go to another start.
It seems crazy. Can the fire still be burning with all this precipitation? I mean, is that something that...
Right. Yeah, it does seem crazy to be talking about fire while we're standing in the rain, but yes, these lighter fuels, like what this is burning in, all it takes is a little bit of dry weather and they can rekindle. So we will have crews on this fire for a couple of days. The cheatgrass and the pinon juniper that it's burning in up there, it will dry out, and this weather will definitely help our firefighting efforts. But all it takes is a little bit of wind later tonight and dry weather to dry out those fine fuels, and we'll be right back into it, taking off again.
What about the investigation into the cause?
The cause is still under investigation. I don't have any information about that.
Should we talk evacuations now?
Yeah, let's get
Okay.
Dave on the line.
So I'm Dave Johnson. I'm the public information officer for the city of Saratoga Springs, as well as our fire and police. Right now, the current evacuation order is still in place. The map can be found on our website as well as on our social media. Anything in the yellow, residents are able to come back to their homes, but they're still under an evacuation warning. So there's the potential that if the fire, gets back up and threatens homes again, that they will be evacuated again. The homes in the red area on the map that has been shared are still under complete evacuation. All roads are closed to those homes. It may seem odd with the rain, as was said, that we're still not allowing people into their homes. Part of the reason is, in addition to the fire, we have downed power lines. We're assessing other potential hazards that may be a threat to residents and in those homes. So we encourage residents to stay out of the area. Don't try to go to your home for any reason. If there are residents still in their homes, we've had individuals on social media saying they're still in their homes. Please leave your homes. Several of the homes are without power, and so we want to make sure that everyone's safe. Redwood Road is closed still, northbound and southbound on the south end of town. The only access on Redwood Road are for those residents trying to get into their homes right now. Is there any questions this time?
I was wondering about the damage assessment.
So the damage assessment is there was one home that was destroyed outside of the city limits. There were 12 homes that sustained some damage, and then I believe there are 18 homes that had fences destroyed, 9 homes with other types of property damage, and 1 home with a shed that was destroyed. And so, the assessment is still ongoing, so those numbers may increase, but at this time, the area that was hit the most, that's where the damage, that was the damage that was sustained.
What can you tell us about the home that was destroyed? Video this morning, aerial video showed a home with about 5 garages that looked completely destroyed. Is that the home you're talking about?
I haven't looked at photos of the home myself. I don't have a lot of details about it. Our crews right now, they're trying to get in contact with the owners of the home, make sure that everything is situated for them. As far as details about any particular home, we don't have a lot of details on that, mostly because crews are still out there trying to take care of the fire. Those homes and around the homes were some of the first priority that we're taking care of. Of course, we're keeping an eye on those things, but right now we're just trying to keep the fire at bay.
Is Westlake the only evacuation place?
Yeah, Westlake High School right now is the only evacuation shelter available. That's because that's all we need at this time. Residents did the right thing. They went to friends and families' homes to find shelter. If there are individuals who still need shelter, Westlake High School is still available for them.
Do you have updated?
Taking donations for them? Do they need anything?
American Red Cross said yesterday because of coronavirus, COVID-19, they weren't accepting donations. Although, and I apologize for any confusion, there have been individuals who have brought water bottles and things that are packaged that have been able to be accepted. Some individuals dropped off many different things. We really are taking care of. If you would like to bring by donations, that's fine as long as they're properly packaged. But there's not a need. We're not requesting volunteers. We're not requesting supplies. We have what we need. If there's a request, we'll let the public know. But right now, just take care of your families and your neighbors and stay clear of the area.
Maybe this is a question for Carrie, but how soon do you think people will be allowed back?
There's no timeline at all. As was stated, the fire is only 27 or 25% contained. Yesterday we had temperatures in the 90 degrees. Today we have temperatures, I don't know, it's in the 50s right now. And so, but with rain and everything, that doesn't mean that the fire's out. That doesn't mean that the hazards are out. So we're talking with Rocky Mountain Power, in particular with any power line hazards or other types of hazards, making sure homes have power back, because we don't want residents to go to homes with no power or some sort of issue with their power lines that maybe haven't been checked out yet. So we want to make sure everyone's safe. So I'm sorry, we don't have a timeline. And to be quite honest, the homes that were hit the most, I actually live in that area. My home is one of those homes. And so I myself have not even been able to go home. So we just ask everyone to stay out of the area, to be safe. That's what's most important. Your belongings, you can get new clothes, you can replace things, and we know that's a hard situation for everyone. So, but what's most important is that you're safe and that your family's safe and that you're that the primary needs are taken care of right now. I believe there's a question over here.
Did you have updated evacuation numbers? You said about 3,100 homes yesterday.
Yes, so in the, there was 3,100 homes. That's still the complete evacuation with the yellow and red area. The red area constitutes a little over 1,300 homes, which I believe leaves about 1,800 homes in the yellow area. So it's our average household size is 4.19, so you can extrapolate the numbers from there, but it was total red and yellow areas, about 13,000 residents. So.
David, we're sorry to hear about you being evacuated in your home. Did your home sustain damage or the fence of your home?
Like I said, I don't have any information on my home, and I want the focus to be on the entirety of the situation. My only intent in sharing about my own home is, look, even I myself, who's helping report on this, am not going to my home. So please stay out of your home, stay out of the area, let crews do their jobs, and be patient, and you'll be able to go to your homes and you'll be able to assess what the needs are on a personal level. But first, let us assess the needs on a safety level.
Is there a timeline on those closures on Redwood Road, or is that?
No, there's no timeline on the closures. The timeline on the closures for the roads will go along with the timeline on the evacuation.
What about lessons learned for this area? Such rapid growth out here, and Redwood Road has been expanded, but it's the only way out of here. And I do know the officers were helping with traffic, but could you just talk about, for future evacuations, how this one went and what might be done differently?
The evacuation actually went very smoothly. One of the things that we were able to do is we had reverse 911. We had Everbridge. I apologize. We had reverse 911. We had Everbridge. We had social media. We even reached out to local congregations and had them send out information to the neighborhoods. These local congregations are excellent in disseminating information, not just to the members of the congregations, but also to the neighborhoods in general. One thing that's great about Saratoga Springs is we have a very informed community that's well connected on their own Facebook pages and keeping everything. So the evacuation went real smooth, as was described by BLM. The coordination has been excellent. Of course, when you've got fires with winds that are getting upwards of 60 miles an hour, it's hard to keep track of everything, but we've done an excellent job given the circumstances. With the growth, I don't want to get caught in the weeds of growth, but the city is constantly and in the middle of looking at ways to expand our transportation and working with UDOT and other regional and state entities to make sure that we have capacity for our residents and the surrounding area. But the evacuation out of the city went very smoothly, so we're very grateful for everyone for being calm and doing their part.
Thank you.
There was something that you asked. Can you say your question again? There was some part in the first part.
I think you covered it. Just about Redwood just being the only way out of here, and and there was a traffic jam, but your officers were there directing traffic.
Yeah, so we have our officers positioned at the different intersections, directing traffic. Likewise, our officers are patrolling the area to make sure that homes are safe while residents are not in their homes. So not only are residents not allowed in their homes, but no one else is allowed in their homes. The other thing I wanted to say is, please stay off of Lake Mountain with your ATVs, with your trucks. Stay out of the area. I can't emphasize it enough. Let our crews do their jobs. I know it's of some intrigue with the fire on the mountain, but intrigue is not enough to put your life in jeopardy for a picture, to inform your friends. The information will come from the city, and we'll get you the information that you need. The last thing we need to do is try and rescue some resident who's curious. So please stay out of the area.
That goes for drones as well, I'm guessing?
I'm sorry?
That goes for drones as well?
Yeah, drones, just everything. Please stay out of the area. Just don't ride your bike. Just please stay clear. That's all we can ask right now. So.